Well, I think Brock does. He's got a whatever it takes mentality. Most of that has to do with my schedule, so it's just a simple text when you're available, and he will not hesitate to get up at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, whatever it takes to get his work done.
Brock is one of the hardest workers that I've ever had the chance to train. He gives you 110%, and he does whatever you ask him to do.
How do you feel about Brock going to Texas?
I think Texas will be a good fit for Brock. He brings some intangibles, I think, that would really help him in Texas as well. He'll bring a toughness to Texas, and during preparation, he'll challenge the guys to get better.
Thank you.
I think it's great. I think it's a good fit for him. He's close to family here. He's got the brothers and sisters that he's got. Would like to see them play as well because they play sports as well.
What makes him different from everybody else is probably his intensity. It doesn't matter what we're doing or what drill. The main thing to him is winning, and so like he brings that intensity every day, and so I think that's like that's what sets him apart. But also he really puts in a lot of time, like lifting and individually, and he's always in the gym. So I think those are like the two main things: his intensity, to win, and then his work ethic.
What do you think some of his strengths and weaknesses are?
I think definitely like his strength is like that emotion that he brings to the game and to practice. Every day, he's going to challenge himself and his teammates to play at their highest level, and so that's really important. To have that toughness on a team. I think with a lot of people, like sometimes your greatest strength can also be a weakness for you because he's really emotional and intense, and so sometimes until you get to know him really well, it might be hard for people to not be around him, but it might be hard for teammates who aren't accustomed to that. It can be tough at the beginning, but I definitely think like the strengths are much greater than the weaknesses.
Okay. How do you feel about Brock going to Texas? How do you feel about that?
I'm happy for him, just like on a personal level, because he'll be close and we'll get to watch him a ton. So like selfishly, I'm happy for that. My wife loves watching him play, and everybody here at Westlake will get a chance to watch him. But like I think the main thing is when it was all said and done, from the conversations we had, that was the place he always wanted to go. And so anytime somebody gets to like live out like a real dream of theirs, then that's like the best thing. All the schools that recruited him, he told me one time, he's like, I can't see myself wearing a different uniform. So after he said that, then I felt like Texas is the right place for him.
How do you feel about Brock's work ethic?
There's not very many people I think that on a daily basis work that hard, and it's kind of like a skill. Some people like, you have to, work on your shooting as a skill, but like working hard and that is also a skill. You have to continually stretch yourself. So whether it's lifting in the mornings or getting shots up in the morning or staying late to shoot or on the weekends, he's constantly stretching himself to be able to carry more of a workload and to work harder. Like one of the things we always talk here at Westlake, and like the coach I work for in Nacogdoches said, like, when you work hard so that you can work harder, that's when you can really be a great player. Sometimes, especially when we're young, you work hard so that you can rest, or you work hard and then you get better than your group around you, and then you get satisfied. So coach always taught us like we got to work hard so that we can work harder, and I think that's what Brock does.